Hello, Hector. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, thank you for asking. My name is Jennifer Hernandez, and I'm the counselor in training here at the Dozier facility. Thank you so much for submitting your informed consent form via email. I did receive that this morning. I appreciate that. Now, Hector, what brings you in today?
A couple months ago, I had an accident and I messed up my hip and my shoulder, no longer letting me work, and I feel like I'm nothing towards my family, like I have no value anymore, and I just started drinking a lot.
Okay. Now, you said that you feel like you have no value. Please explain what you mean by that.
Um, Growing up in a Hispanic household, I've always seen my dad like go to work and always provide for our family. My mom was always at home, like cooking and cleaning, making sure me and my siblings are okay. So I just think that he set the example for me, and he's like a really big role model for me. So I just think the men should provide, and I can't do that right now.
Okay. So growing up with your father, what I'm hearing is that he went out and provided for the family, and you would like to emulate the same thing. Is that what I'm getting from you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then you recently got into a car crash, and you're not able to continue the same work.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you also mentioned that you started drinking. Can you please elaborate a little bit more about your drinking?
I've always drank like on occasions, but recently I've been feeling a lot more down and like worthless. So I've been drinking like a lot more, like every day, to the point where I drink more than I speak to my wife and kids.
Okay. Do you think that the drinking is affecting your life?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how is it affecting your life?
Very negatively. Like it's pushing my kids away because it gives me an attitude, and now my youngest 7-year-old doesn't want to talk to me sometimes because she thinks that I'm gonna get an attitude with her and get upset, start yelling. And my family tries to reach out, but I push them away because I feel like I'm worthless, and I feel shunned out by my brothers because they're also in our family business.
Okay, so what I've heard is that your drinking is affecting your relationship with your children and then affecting your relationship with your brothers. Are they shutting you out, or are you pulling away because you can't do physical construction work anymore?
I'm more pulling away because I can't do anything.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so you did say that the drinking was affecting your life. Now, do you consider cutting back on drinking or stopping drinking? What is your end goal when it comes to drinking?
I think I want to quit drinking. Like it's never been very good, and now it's taking like a very, very wrong turn in my life.
Okay, I understand. Now, for me to get a gauge of how much you're actually drinking, I just need to ask you a couple questions. Not a couple, excuse me. Ask you about 10 questions, series of 10 questions. And I just need you to answer them as truthfully as possible. That way I can actually understand the totality or the severity of your drinking. So now when I say drinking, I'm referring to wine, vodka, beer, anything with any sort of alcohol in it. That's what I'm referring to when I'm saying alcoholic beverages. Okay, now for the first question, how often do you have a drink containing alcohol? Now that could be anything. So it could be wine, beer, a shot of vodka, anything that has any sort of alcohol in it. So are you drinking never, monthly or less, 2 to 4 times a month, 2 to 3 times a week, or 4 or more times a week?
4 more times a week.
4 or more times a week, okay. And then how many drinks containing alcohol do you have on a typical day when you're actually drinking?
5
1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 or 6, 7, 8 or 9, or 10 or more.
5 or 6.
Okay, thank you. And then how often do you have 6 or more drinks at one occasion? So like let's say you're out, or even if you're just at the house or at the restaurant, how often do you have 6 or more drinks? So is that never, less than monthly, daily, or almost daily, or weekly?
I'd say about weekly.
Weekly, okay. And then how often during the last year have you found that you were not able to stop drinking once you started? And what I mean by that is, let's say you drank beer, you had 1 or 2 beers. how often do you feel like even though you want to stop, you can't? You have to keep going drinking once you started. Is that never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
Daily or almost daily.
Okay, thank you. And how often during the last year have you failed to do what was normally expected from you because of drinking? So what I mean by that is, let's say you said you had a 7-year-old. Let's say normally you pick your 7-year-old up every day at 3 o'clock, things like that. So how many times have you not done something that was expected of you? So is that never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
Probably weekly.
Weekly, okay. Now, how often during the last year have you needed a first drink in the morning to get yourself going after a heavy drinking session? So basically what I'm asking is, like, the night before, let's say you had so much to drink, you end up passing out. How many times did you feel like the next day after, in order to begin your day, you needed to start with a drink? So is that never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
Monthly.
Monthly, okay. Okay, so how often during the last year have you had a feeling of guilt or remorse after drinking? So basically you woke up and then felt like you maybe felt bad about it, like bad about drinking, or maybe bad about something you did while you're drinking. So never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
Daily or almost daily.
Okay. How often during the last year have you been unable to remember what happened the night before because you had been drinking? So what I mean is, how often have you blacked out because of drinking? Is it never, less than monthly, monthly, weekly, daily, or almost daily?
Monthly.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and then have you or someone else been injured as a result of your drinking? So what I mean by that, like, let's say you had a night out drinking. Has at any point someone got hurt while you guys maybe were having a good time and then things got out of hand? Anything like that? So intentional or unintentional? Has someone got hurt as a result of your drinking? No. Yes, but not in the last year, or yes and during the last year? Excuse me, I apologize, I said that incorrectly. Has you or someone else been injured as a result of your drinking? No. Yes, but not in the last year. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep saying that wrong. The question is, have you or anyone else, you or someone else, been injured as a result of your drinking? No. Yes, but not in the last year, or yes during the last year?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Thank you. And then the last question, has a relative or a friend or a doctor or another healthcare worker been concerned about your drinking or suggested you cut down? So what I mean by that, anybody, has anyone that you know have come to you and say, hey, Hector, I believe that you're drinking too much, you might need to slow down. Does not have to be a healthcare worker, but if it was, that counts as well. So no, yes, but not in the last year, or yes during the last year?
Yeah, during the last year.
Yes, during the last year? Okay, thank you. Give me 1 second while I just total this up for you. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so based on the screening, your alcohol consumption is gauged at a hazardous or harmful level use of alcohol. So basically too much alcohol. So is your goal to quit drinking completely? Slow down drinking? Which one is your goal? To slow down drinking or cut back drinking altogether?
Cut back drinking altogether. I don't think I should do it anymore. It's very bad. Impact my life very negatively.
Okay, so you feel as though alcohol is impacting you negatively. Okay, so you're ready for that change? Okay. Now, when it comes to your family, you stated that you can no longer work in construction, and that's what was causing you to drink. Have you had a conversation with your family about how you can participate in the business, even though you can't do anything physically?
No, not yet. I'm too, I guess, afraid to reach out yet, because I don't know what to think of me.
Okay, I understand that. So you don't know what they think of you, and you're kind of like reluctant to ask because you can't work with them physically. But I would implore you to try. Um, you have decided that drinking is too much for you, and you have also told me today that you are drinking because of the fact that you can't physically work with your construction business. But you also have told me that you have not talked to anyone in your family to ask, if there's any other positions they have available for you. I believe it would be in your best interest to contact your family, talk to them, reach out to them to see what other options they have. I understand that, construction has been something you've been doing your whole life. It's your family business and you want to keep up with the family business. Maybe you could just keep up in a different way. So maybe you don't have to be that physical person in the construction site. Maybe you could be the one helping with the paperwork, tracking the orders. I would implore you to reach out to your family and then ask them, how can you help? And then I believe once you do that, that will help you with your drinking, because it looks like your drinking is caused by the fact that you are no longer able to work with your family. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what kind of things do you want to, you said that you wanted to stop drinking. What do you think that you can do to help yourself stop drinking?
I think maybe get rid of all the drinks that I have in my house at first. Let my wife and kids know, talk to them and let them know that that's what I want to do. I want to completely quit. I don't want to drink anymore, and if they ever see me try to get near a bottle or something, take it away from me. Because I want them to help me stop as well. I think it'd be a good opportunity for me and my kids to bond again, and for me and my wife to get to a better spot.
Okay, absolutely. That sounds like a great plan that you've devised for yourself. Okay, so you're going to talk to your family and then let them know, that your intentions are to stop drinking, and you're going to ask them to help you with that. That makes perfect sense. And then I just implore you to go speak to your father as well and to your family business and see what they have for you, because I'm sure they have other positions that they can do that do not require you to pick up a hammer. And I believe once you fix that situation, then your drinking will come in. Well, your drinking will be fixed as well. So what I can do for you today, you have devised a plan that you're going to talk to your family and figure out, how they can help you, and then how you can help them in the business. What I can do for you today is we can schedule another session after you talk to your family to see if it worked and to see where you're coming. We could do another screening tool to see where you're coming along with your progress. Is that fair?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, Mr. Hector, did you have any questions for me today? Okay.
No. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay, well, I thank you for coming down, and I feel free to contact me at any time if you have any questions. If you need help pushing through anything, just feel free to give me a call back, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
And
so
thank
much.
you for stopping by the Dozier facility. You have a great day.
You too, ma'am.